Video games are no longer a niche thing. Everyone plays games, whether you're 9 or 90. Games are accessible and acceptable to any and all. I think the term gamer is really cringe, but the idea of gatekeeping who is a gamer based on what games they play is the stupidest thing that I can think of. If someone wants to play Warzone every day, then they are a gamer. If someone just plays games on their phone, then they are a gamer. If someone has been playing League of Legends for 10 years, then God, please help them. But yes, they too are a gamer. There is no superiority of games. Like every other way that humans consume entertainment, there are preferences to how everyone feels and enjoys content. By that effect, mainstream games have become objectively easier. This is to get as many people playing them as possible. If you're interested in a type of game, or the theme of a game, or you think the character on the cover of a game is cute and you want to play it, then you should be able to. A problem arises when people try to play a game that isn't sugar-coated. A game where there's an emphasis on less casual play. Games like Dark Souls, or Cuphead, or Hollow Knight, or Hotline Miami, or most recently, Ghost Runner. Games like these always receive divided attention. They tend to get praise reviews from those who enjoy this style of game, and then they receive criticism from those who don't. Those who ask for difficulty selection or some kind of assistance to play the game. This creates a form of elitism that just shouldn't be present because these games are hard for everyone. That's the idea of them. And there's a certain joy to them that I think is lost on a lot of people. It was lost on me for a long time, and I'm starting to slowly fall in love with dying. I'm drawn to playing a game by many different things, whether the theme looks super cool, or the gameplay looks super cool, or maybe a friend told me that it's super cool. I'm almost never drawn to a game simply because it's difficult. Over time though, the difficulty of a game has grown on me. I tend to play games on the setting above normal, not like nightmare difficulty, but something a little more than casual. But I really love when games don't have a difficulty selection at all and just present the game as is. Last year, Control was a big game by Remedy, who isn't really known for making super hard games, and it didn't have a difficulty option, and I think that the game played so much better for that. It allows the developers to balance things perfectly, and you know that no matter what, you have the tools that you need to complete the task at hand. You just have to find the way to do it. Death in these games can't be viewed like death in other titles. Dying after a long haul in Fallout and you don't remember the last time you saved is heartbreaking. Potentially hours lost of exploration, looting, and experience, all gone. You aren't playing Fallout to die. You can go the whole game and not die once, relatively easy in Fallout. It's a different category of game, and by relation, a different category of death. Games like Ghost Runner do death differently. Death is seconds of lost progress, not hours. You lose nothing, and on top of that, there's no loading screens. As soon as you die, you instantly respawn at the last checkpoint, which are generously laid out in the game. See, games like these are just puzzles, and dying tells you that you have to try something new. Did you enter the room and go right and get blasted by the robot? Well, maybe go left and do something different. I think that's where the love for these games is spawned, and the puzzle solving. Instead of sliding around stone rings in a cave, you're figuring out which guy that you need to kill first. You just have to accept that you aren't going to not die. The game revolves around dying. It's a trial and error process, and once you've mastered the puzzle, then maybe you can make it through without dying. Ghost Runner is a beautifully designed game, and I think it's one of the more forgiving games out there in comparison to others like Dark Souls and Hollow Knight. It's a first-person perspective parkour ninja game. It's like if Mirror's Edge met Superhot. It runs on a one-hit, one-kill philosophy, with the exception of a few bosses, which works perfectly with katana slashing dudes in half. Different enemy variants require different techniques to kill, but still revolve around one hit, one kill. The basic enemy has a pistol and fires at a set rate that you're able to work around fairly easily. But then there's dudes with machine guns who are a bit more tricky to move up on. There's guys with shields that need to be attacked from behind. There's katana bros that need to be parried first. Sometimes enemies are shrouded by an orb that you have to destroy first to kill them. It makes you work with what you got and use everything at your disposal to make sure that you're the only one breathing that cyberpunk city smog.
So this is the city. Wow.
You've never been here?
No, I told you. The Keymaster only allows those loyal to her, and only a chosen few.
The combat is the highlight of the game. I very rarely did not have a smile on my face running through these levels. It's not just the combat though, just getting from area to area was amazing. You're grappling across bottomless gaps of industrial grime, running on walls, throwing shurikens to trigger doors or fan blades to stop spinning just so you can slide through, all to arrive to a bad guy at peak fucking testosterone to slice his ass like some gabagoo.
Hey, where's the freaking gabagoo?
Some later sections of platforming were particularly difficult in the first person perspective, but again, dying is a small issue, and even though I fell to my death like 40 times, 40 times, trying to get past an area, once you're past it, it's usually a checkpoint. This game is very forgiving in that manner, which is why I think it's one of the better titles to check out, even if you don't enjoy the grind of these types of games. If you like the idea of running on walls, slashing cyber ninjas' heads off, and feeling like an absolute badass, bringing a katana to a gunfight, then it's a game worth checking out, and a game that was such a great time. It has moments of despair where I had to set it down, but as soon as I walked out of the room, I was turning right back around and coming back because I will beat this damn boss if it's the last thing that I do. And I did. And it results in some of the most triumphant feelings that I've ever had in gaming. And just as a cherry on top, you look and feel fucking sick doing it. I found joy in the aggravation of failure, and I've never had more fun dying.